makes mention that he had taken a Facebook message from Matt Moore's iPhone sent to Arturo Rugaroli.
And you recall the content of that message?
He makes mention that he had taken a sleeping pill and he's probably going to be asleep soon.
And he sent that at 2:23
I
in the
took a
morning?
sleeping
That
pill
is
last
correct.
night. What does that have to do with anything?
True.
They asked me during my interrogation whether I took a sleeping pill or not, and I told them I couldn't remember. That is what they call an inconsistency. If they get enough inconsistencies, they could legitimize an investigation and a court and a case against someone. They're just looking for inconsistencies that they say I'm lying. You told your friend you took a sleeping pill. It's only a day later or 2 days later. You can't remember if you took a sleeping pill or not. You're lying. And
Well,
they consider that a lie.
Depending on the sleeping pill, sometimes you don't remember if you took it or not.
And anybody that takes Ambien knows you're in a complete fog during those. Sometimes you fall asleep, sometimes you don't. That's a real heavy sleep medication.
Oh,
you don't know
know
when you wake up. You don't know when you fall asleep. And then
I know.
And they know that. And I told them I took an Ambien. And they just went, well, look, he's telling us he woke up at 10, 11, 9. Because you don't know. And when I was telling him these things, I wasn't worried about me. I was trying to find my wife.
Mm-hmm.
I could care less when they would ask something about me. I was just like, yeah, I woke up at, I don't know, I think it was 9:30. I don't know. So, am I wrong in saying that, Miss Mighty Meat, when I've said this several times, that when they show up at these things and they start asking questions, they're looking for inconsistencies in your story. That's why they keep asking you the same question over and over again. Even though it's not related to whether you're guilty or not, it's just, hey, he's making inconsistencies. Is that something that I'm wrong about, or?
No, you're absolutely right. Two things they're going to try and trip you up, and they're going to let you talk. So they'll ask a question, like you'll never get one that asks you a yes or no answer. Like they want you to opine, they want you to run it out, and then you take what you learned from that, and I'll, when I used to do interrogations or something, I'll set up a question for 10 questions later. In my I'm setting up a question now for 10 questions down the road to see.
That's training, right?
Yeah, and I'll get the question, and then I'll take you every which way that isn't where I'm at, and then you're not conscious of what I'm doing, and then I ask you the question 10 questions down the road, and if it's different, then we have something to work with, and then I'll probe that, and
they kept saying that.
So.
They used that I did, and I remember doing this. When they asked me when I would get up, when did I wake up, when did I get up, are two different things right there. So I'm kind of like, well, and they would say that I had different times when they said I woke up, and I did. What does that matter? It was way after the fact. They said I killed her like 9 o'clock the night before. What the fuck difference does it make when I woke up? Why would I lie about that? They didn't care why. They just know, hey, look, he's lying.
Right. Well, and
it doesn't prove anything. It just proves that I was lying, right? So it doesn't even really matter to me. They were just looking for anything, any inconsistency at all, even though it doesn't prove that I did anything. But.
Yeah, for sure. Another thing is on the things that I don't know about. So I don't know that. I don't know that you stabbed your wife. I don't know that in the interrogation. So something that I do know, that you said you woke up at 9, but you didn't wake up till 9:30, or didn't get up till 9:30. I can look at your features. I can look at the way you're looking at me. I can look at your tics. I can look at your tells, and then a good interrogator will connect that to the questions I don't know. So where she is, or what happened, the things that I don't know. So I'm looking for that to put it to what I do know.
That makes sense, but afterwards, when you're ready to go to trial, and you know that that doesn't mean anything. It didn't lead to anything that was useful. Why would we still fucking mention it and use it? It doesn't mean anything.
Right.
No, they're
Now,
gonna
like I
use it.
said, they're just trying to throw anything they can. Like if it, that's
just
been
throwing
their
anything on the wall to see what sticks. That's literally
Yeah.
they have no
Mhm.
case. They're just going to throw all this crap on the wall to confuse the jury, and hopefully his lawyer isn't good enough to fucking explain your way out of it. It's literally criminal what they do. That's criminal. That's so.
Yeah.
Why are we in court right now doing what we're doing? These people should be in jail. This dude, this guy on the stand should be fucking fired and prosecuted. And the prosecutors too, because they know.
Mhm. Right. No, I agree. But
They're not looking for a truth. They're just trying to win a case. It's horrible.
Yeah. And it's the psychological, like we said, it's the psychological game of, oh my God, we've done 7 days of this. There's got to be something. Even if there's nothing, I'm missing something. The state has something. They put 7 days of trial with dozens of witnesses to this murder. So there has to be a murder here. And it's an advantage psychologically that they have. So
can I ask a question here for you then,